Ask your lawyer the following simple question in the beginning of your case to significantly reduce the amount of stress that you might experience litigating that case. Mr. or Miss Lawyer, what is the worst case scenario here for me? What is the worst outcome that I can expect in this case? And your lawyer will tell you one of the following things. Well, the worst case scenario is that your case will be dismissed. It will be thrown out and we will never get anywhere near trial. Or the worst case scenario is that the case will be dismissed and the court will award $10,000, $15,000, or $20,000 in costs against you, which you will have to pay. Or the worst case scenario is that the case will be dismissed, you will owe this much in costs, and you will also spend between $50,000 to $100,000 and possibly a little more on attorney's fees, i.e. on me, your lawyer. And then you ask yourself, can you live with the worst case scenario? Can you be okay with that potentially bad outcome for you? If you can live with that bad outcome, with the worst outcome that can happen in your case, then you surely can live with every other outcome that's going to be better than that. And once you know what the worst thing that can happen in your case, this will take a lot of stress out of the process, because you will be asking yourself, what do I have to lose? I already know what the worst thing that can happen to me. I'm okay with it. So now I can proceed with my case and work toward a much better outcome with my lawyer. I suppose the same applies to people who are super nervous about losing their job, about being fired, about being laid off. If you're in that situation, you can ask yourself the same question. What is the worst thing that can happen? Your employer is not going to physically hurt you, hopefully most of the time. The worst thing they can do is to fire you. Okay, what's going to happen then? It will take you some time to find a new job. You might have to apply for unemployment. You might use some savings. How is the job market out there? It's not great maybe, but realistically, how long are you going to be unemployed if you have good skills, good experience, and so forth? Once you can visualize that difficult situation, once you can visualize all the challenges that are associated with that, and once you can imagine to yourself how you're going to live through it, because you will, because you have in the past, then it will take a lot of anxiety out of this whole idea of what if. What if I get fired? What if I get laid off? What if I get falsely accused by a coworker of something that I haven't done and the employer decides to believe them over me and fire me?